Miss looking for a bounce back on their home floor today. Kentucky, they haven't been ranked this high this late in the season in 11 years. The opening tip is controlled by Tiani Key, part of a familiar starting five for this Kentucky team. They've used the same starting five all season long. Here's Madison Scott. Christina Walla getting her first start for Ole Miss tonight. That one is off the mark. Ole Miss trying to get on the glass, and they do with Star Jacobs. And a reset here. Iwala was left alone and gets the first two. Chinu fouled out against Oklahoma, was held to 10 points. Ooh, nifty little move on the other side.
Keep my team fresher for that stretch run.
Amor. Star Jacobs having an outstanding first season for Ole Miss. Amor lost the handle, got it back, 11 to shoot.
And you see Ole Miss switching on all those on-ball screens to contain Amor.
Lawrence on the pull-up, gets it again. Great start from the floor for Kentucky. And numbers the other way for Amor. Head up as always, looking to distribute first and foremost. And she finds Key, the lefty will launch. And another one drops down for Kentucky.
This is where for Ole Miss right now, set screens, come off those screens tight and take it up strong. I've already seen 4 shots altered by the length of Kentucky.
Chinu.
When you're as talented as the freshman there, yes.
Two-time SEC Freshman of the Week gets a hand in there and forces a turnover. Pushing it back the other way is Collins. Collins a strong take. And the foul. Season coming in.
Well, it starts with the turnover, and then Ole Miss is ready to feast, pushing the tempo. Collins getting the and one. That's 3 offensive rebounds leading to 6 second chance points.
KK Dean's on the court right now for Ole Miss. 8 have played so far for the Rebels. Amor too strong. Strack muscles up for the rebound, and Amor out of the scramble banks it in for 3.
Joe, to move Star Jacobs to her more natural position of a 4. And so that just adds more size on the floor, but also allows Jacobs to create off the bounce.
Tiani Key.
That way I knew she was playing aggressively. I said, what's the goal tonight? For her to foul out.
A lot of times you'll say to players, please don't foul out. Good take by Noel again. Some paint points for Ole Miss.
Containing some dribble penetration, and so they go to this matchup.
Here's Ole Miss. Shot clock winding down. Kick to the corner. They find Madison Scott at the free throw line.
And this is one of the areas why it's difficult to score on Kentucky. The length of positions 3 through 5, and they can switch. They're so interchangeable on the defensive end.
Amor picks the pocket of Sadler. Adjusts nicely to get the hoop. Georgia Amor into double the floor. Sadler gets by Tyler. Scott wants to take Strack on the turnaround. Yes. Still a long time until halftime. 3.5 minutes to go. There's the block by Key. Key gets down on the deck, and here comes Kentucky back the other way with Tyler.
Good decision by Tyler. Didn't have numbers.
Key launches for 3. 45 to go in the first half. Here's Chinu. Iwala inside for 2.
And Eric, you talked about the difficulty from 3 for Ole Miss. So you see Kentucky go under all those on-ball screens to contain the dribble penetration.
Tiani Key forces the turnover. Here comes Kentucky back the other way with Strack. Looking for Lawrence. Lawrence trying to get around Chinu. The freshman stands her ground. Great defensive play by Sira Chinu. Chinu wants to do it all herself, maybe trying to do a little bit too much, but her teammate is there to. Final minute, 7 seconds or so between shot clock and game clock. Strack for 3. 30% from the field, struggling from outside the arc.
Well, and as a result of that, Eric, she's scoring half as many points as she did to start SEC season.
Key with the drive for 2. Tiani Key leading Kentucky in scoring tonight with 12. Good dish and the finish. Scott, 2 assists for good measure. 3 blocks and 3 steals as well. Her line keeps getting better. Completely got into the rhythm. She's been in rhythm tonight for Ole Miss. On the back cut for 2.
Green preventing Amore from being able to turn the corner.
Key, the lefty, moves to the left, can't get it, and here's Todd Williams. KK Deans on the drive. Deans flips it up for 2.
Yeah, throughout the season when it comes to Kentucky, and I have not seen it come to fruition yet.
Todd Williams knocks in the pull-up. Nothing run for Ole Miss. Monday evening crowd trying to fire up the Ole Miss defense. Over the top to Strack, the feed by Lawrence. Amore there defensively.
That horn set was for Kenny Todd Williams to try to turn that corner and get downhill.
Madison Scott on the post up. Outside the 3 on the way. Noel, no. Todd Williams, yes on the follow. Off. Chaos right now at Ole Miss. Scott on the follow, no. Batted out top, 15 on the game clock. Open 3, Todd Williams. Finally, the lid is off from outside the arc for Ole Miss. Here's Scott. Gets it to drop.
The second half, we saw early in the game, Kentucky just getting to the rim and no help side rotations. So much better now.
Scott looked good off the hand, one drop. There is Jacobs fighting inside. The offensive glass has been done. 25-2 edge on the offensive glass. Amore, Jacobs there defensively, but time for Amore.
Well, and I credit Ole Miss's defense. They've been there on the switches. They haven't allowed her to turn the corner off the on-ball screens.
Deans, well, Ole Miss is now hot from outside the 3-point line. They were throughout the season from afar, how hard she works, gets on the glass, tries to deny everything. No denying Amore right now. Madison Scott looking Iwala's way. Drops it down, beautiful feed, and the finish by Star Jacobs. I think Madison Scott has answered the challenge here tonight for this Ole Miss team. Strack to the basket for 2. Points, 4 assists tonight for Amore. She's made just 1 3-pointer. Drop it back to Strack from 16, yes. They'd be a top 16 team.
Absolutely. I mean, what's impressive is that of the 16 host sites, right now 6 are going to be in the SEC if the season ended today.
There's a foul on Hassett, and the next 2
prove their current seeding.
Well, another one of those games could be seen on the SEC Network noon on Sunday to start the triple header. This Ole Miss team will be in Knoxville to take on 15th ranked Tennessee, noon Eastern, SEC Network. Can take it down to 2 minutes. Slipping inside for 2, Todd Williams. Fine. For Strack.
Watch the fake handoff here.
They hand it off to Amore, who does lean in to take a 3. They were looking for the 3, couldn't get it. It hit the underside of the basket support, and they're going to say it is, for the moment, Ole Miss basketball. So the call on the court is Ole Miss basketball, but they will go to the monitor.
Quick 3 for Kentucky, and I love Key came flying in there trying to extend the play. I'm not
Ole
sure.
Miss, the previous out-of-bounds play is under review.
Who spiked it down is the question. Was it Key?
I saw Key's hand on it
Yes.
initially, but I don't know if it went off.
Had a little. The question will be, and we'll get the announcement here in a moment.
Ole Miss ball.
Going to stay with Ole Miss.
Now, the good. Yeah, you need a quick score.
3-possession game. Final minute. Iwala knocked it away, and I think at last touch Strack, it did. And once again, that Ole Miss defense shining. Six on 5 on the floor for the moment with Coach Yo a couple of steps on the court. Shot clock's going to expire. Kentucky will inbound it, and then the celebration can really begin for Ole Miss.
Well, the word on the front of Coach Yo's chest says it all for this team this evening.
Defense leads to a victory. A top 10 win for Ole Miss. They take it 66-57 the final. Their second top 10 victory in program history.